channel and my craft room. I'm Kelly Wicker and I'm so excited to have you here today. Whether you're new or you've been hanging out with me for a while, I'm always so happy to share some crafty fun with y'all. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. It really helps my channel grow. And stay tuned because I've got lots more crafty projects coming your way. Alright y'all, I'm so excited to share today's card project featuring the brand new Spellbinders on the Farm collection. Before I show you the cards I created, I wanted to show you the stamps and dies. Spellbinders was sweet enough to send me some of these adorable new dies and stamps to play with. And y'all already know I couldn't wait to dive in to start creating. Now I don't have the whole collection, but I do have a few of the goodies. And I'm working with the Honk clear stamp and die set. Here it is, really cute. And then I'm going to be working with the Hey There clear stamp and die set. I love this cow, he's adorable. And then we have the Landscape Edges Etched dies, really fun. And along with the Perfect Touch Arches Edge dies. I'm always here for an arched die. So these farm-themed stamps and dies are perfect for fun, playful cards, and I'm completely obsessed with how they turned out. I'll also be using a few other tools and supplies along the way, and I'll point those out as I go. So if you love crafty fun, die-cutting inspiration, and keeping up with all the new releases from Spellbinders, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Alright, I wanted to bring in the 3 cards I made so I could show you how they turned out. I just love them so much. And I have to say, I'm totally obsessed. That cow just cracks me up every time I see it. I made 2 cards with him. It's just the cutest thing. And those little geese, check out these geese. Oh my goodness. They have the sweetest details and they add so much charm to the cards. I had so much fun playing with these dies, and I hope seeing these cards give you a little crafty inspiration to make some farmyard fun of your own. I've already done all my die cutting off camera, so I've got all the pieces ready to go to piece together this adorable cow. Here I am putting him together, and I decided to make him a classic black and white dairy cow. I just thought those colors would pop so nicely against the background I'm planning to create. There's just something about that classic dairy cow look that's so cute and works perfectly with this fun farm theme. I just finished piecing together the cow's face, and I was originally going to make his ears pink. But then I got curious and Googled some pictures of dairy cows, and sure enough, their ears are actually black. So I ended up using the black pieces I had already cut out, and I think it worked out perfectly. Sometimes a quick little search helps me make those last-minute decisions. Now I'm working on the cow's body, piecing the legs together along with the spots and the hooves. My pokey tool is super helpful for handling all these little pieces, and I'm working right on my glass mat from Glassboard Studio, which gives me a nice, easy to clean surface. To adhere everything, I'm using my fine line glue bottle from Spellbinders filled with Barely Art glue, which is perfect for getting into all those tiny areas. I thought the face looked a little flat, so I'm going to pop it up with a foam square just to give it a little extra dimension. I also decided not to add any ink to this cow like I did on my original card. I just love how he looks all on his own. Y'all, I'm so obsessed with this cow. He is just too cute and I can't get enough of him. I also went ahead and finished piecing together the little milk can and the stool, so everything is ready to go. Now it's time to piece together the adorable geese from the Honk clear stamp and die set. I wanted to walk you through how easy it is to put these cute little geese together. And just a quick reminder, if you ever need a little extra help, there are detailed instructions right on the Spellbinders website, which is always so handy. There's also a clear stamp set that matches this die set, so don't forget that. And it's filled with the cutest little punny sentiments that works perfectly with these geese. I just have to say, one of these things I love about Spellbinders dies is how they make paper piecing so simple and fun. Not only do they come already detabbed, which is such a time saver, but they also have these etched lines that show you exactly where everything goes. It takes all the guesswork out and just makes the whole process so enjoyable. And can we talk about the detail in these geese for a second? From their sweet little wings to their tiny beaks, every piece has so much character. They are just so fun to put together. So for today's project, I'm going to be using my brand new Spellbinders color wheel cardstock. And y'all, I'm loving it. I've got my swatches out here to show you exactly which colors I'm using, and I have to say, I never realized how handy it would be to have swatched all my cardstock ahead of time. It makes picking colors so much easier, and it's been a total game changer for me. I'm also really impressed with this new Spellbinders cardstock. The colors are just gorgeous, and it die cuts beautifully. The white cardstock I'm using today is Hammer Mill, which is one of my go-tos for die cutting, and I've got my P6 all set up and ready to go for my next step. With my P6 ready to go, I'm folding my Hammer Mill cardstock in half with my bone folder for a nice crease. I'm using the largest die from the Perfect Touch Arches Edge dies, letting the top hang just a bit off the fold so the card base stays connected after cutting. I'll also cut a full arch from my Spellbinders color wheel cardstock to layer on top for a clean finished look. It's such a fun and easy way to make a shaped card, and it's going to frame this little farm scene perfectly. Next up, I'm reaching for my Landscape Edges Edge dies, which are part of the On the Farm collection. This is such a great set because I can already tell I'm going to be reaching for these all the time when I'm making scene cards. To start, I'm using some fawn-colored cardstock to cut out my first hill. Before I cut the hill itself, I'm cutting the cardstock with the arch die first. That way the hill will match up perfectly with the shaped card base I just made. If you cut the hill first, it's a little tricky to get everything to line up just right. So cutting the arch shape first makes sure the edges follow that same curve. We'll do the same thing for the grass layer too, so all the pieces stack up nice and even. Last but not least, I'm cutting out the clouds. I just love these Landscape Edges dies, and this cloud die is extra fun because you can also use it as a stencil. I'll show you exactly how to do that a little later in the video, so be sure to stick around. It's time to start assembling all the card layers we just cut out, and I have to say I just love how the cardstock looks all on its own, so I don't feel like it needed any ink blending this time. I'm using my Spellbinders tape runner to stick everything down, and once that's done, we'll pick out a sentiment. I'm grabbing my Misty stamping tool to stamp the "How's it going" sentiment. I just love these punny sayings so much. I'm using the grid lines on my Missy to help line up the sentiment. It always is such a helpful little guide and gets the job done most of the time. For the stamping, I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which always gives me such a nice crisp impression. Okay, y'all probably seen this already before, but this is something I wanted to show you. I also wanted to show y'all another fun way to use the Landscape Edges dies. You can actually turn the cloud die into a paper stencil. I've got my Salty Ocean Distress Oxide here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to blend some clouds onto your background using just the die cut. I'm using my Glassboard Studio mat, and one of the things I love about this mat is that it's magnetic, so I can use the magnets to hold my stencil and cardstock in place while I'm blending. It just makes everything so much easier. The trick when you are doing this is to shift your cloud stencil around each blend so your clouds don't all look exactly the same. This way you get a more natural, fluffy cloud look without needing a separate cloud stencil. It's such a fun little trick and a great way to get even more use out of your dies. I'm going to go ahead and finish assembling my card and wrap up the video here. I really hope this project inspired you to get creative with the On the Farm collection. And it's just so much fun, and there are so many ways you can mix and match these adorable dies and stamps. Whether you are into cute farm scenes like this, or just love a good paper piecing project, this collection has so much to offer. If you're interested in any of these products I used today, I've got affiliate links down below. That means I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, and it helps me keep bringing you more crafty fun, so thank you so much for your support. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, y'all, and every single like, comment, and share really helps my channel grow. I appreciate y'all so much for spending some time with me today, and I can't wait to see you back here for the next crafty project. Ciao for now.